Let's begin by creating a new document and selecting the custom workspace we created earlier in Digital Patterning 101, which is 60 inches by 60 inches. In the workspace, I create two layers, one labeled Guidelines and the other labeled Sloper. Doing this will help us isolate the final drawing of the sloper when we are done drafting. Next, I change the line weight and stroke color of the lines I will be drawing. I do this so that it's easier to differentiate the guidelines from the final sloper. The line weight I chose is 0.0625 and the stroke color I chose is red, but the color can be anything that you choose. While drafting, I use the line segment tool for horizontal and vertical lines and the pen tool for diagonal lines. When using the line segment tool, I click on a point so that an option window is open. In the options window, I'm able to decide how long my line is and at what angle I want the line to be. My first line is drawn at 270 degrees, and I enter the measurement that's needed in decimal form. To draw a new line that is connected to the line that was drawn, I deselect the line and click on the point I want to draw from. The options window will pop up so I can enter the measurement needed and point the line at 180 degrees, which will make the line drawn to the left. Continue following the instructions on the front bodice worksheet and using the line segment tool to create the guidelines so that it looks like figure 1. When drafting figure 2, the measurements for the shoulder slope and shoulder length are a diagonal line, so I use the pen tool since you can trace the path of a line and get the measurement you need. To plot the bust depth, I follow the shoulder slope line I just drew and create a new point at the measurement needed. I'll use this point later. When drawing the diagonal line of the shoulder length measurement, I draw a square using the rectangle tool so that I can make sure that the line is properly squared as per the instructions. Using the zoom function helps with precision. Do you remember the line we drew for the bust depth? I'm able to locate it using the direct selection tool so that I can draw the horizontal line I need with the line segment tool. I move the line so that it's placed in the right location. To find the middle of a line, I utilize the measure tool and a calculator to get the measurement I need. I continue drafting the rest of the guidelines with the line segment tool to complete figure 2. In figure 3, the new strap measurement is drafted using the pen tool. The personal fit note found on page 41 will be helpful when creating a custom bodice, so for learning purposes, use the measurement that is given. When drafting the darts for figure 4, I use the pen tool and the measure tool. The measure tool is helpful to make sure the dart legs are the same length. I trace over the line I drafted to get a measurement, and once I have it, I can draw the same length line with the pen tool. Now that we have all the guidelines drawn, we need to lock the guidelines layer so that we can draw our sloper. Utilizing the pen tool, I change the stroke color to black and I make the weight of the line thinner than the guidelines. Now I can trace the lines that will create my sloper. By holding the Alt key while using the pen tool, I can activate the anchor point tool to create the curved lines of the armhole and neckline. When using this short key, it makes drawing the sloper an easy task. When I hide the guidelines layer, you can see that I have a fully drafted front bodice sloper. The line segment tool and pen tool are a dynamic duo. They are the most important tools when digitally patterning. If you have never used Illustrator before, it may take a longer time.
Have any questions? Make sure to comment or email me. Tune in next time for Digital Patterning 201 Part 2, the Back Bodice Sloper.